motion. It's written, you cannot control this. You gonna blow it. Them, they not important. I'm the one goated. Me, I'm the one goated. Me, I'm the one goated. Me, I'm the one goated. Tryna slow down my motion. It's written, you cannot control this. You gonna blow it. Them, they not important. Me, I'm the one goated. 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 I got it.
Head out about 10 miles or so from the Capitol Mall, and you will arrive here at Northwest Stadium, just outside of Washington, D.C. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. And that's not going to be returned, as so many kicking teams elect to do. This is past the landing zone, and we'll start at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run for the first time with Tyler Bidet. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now. You talk about this Washington defense. This unit, they've struggled a little bit against the pass, ranked number 21 in the league.
They'll take that play right there each and every snap, because throughout this season, they've given up some big plays. To be able to hold someone to no gain, oh, yeah, they'll take that one all game long.
A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
I will see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Now it's Nix. And he comes back with one complete. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
On 1st down, a run with Bidet. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left them no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Nix to the air. That's complete to Troutman, right side. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 29-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards. From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Throw left side complete. That's Franklin. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready, because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes it's just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Washington defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. They'll try it with Bidet. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Lucky maybe that it wasn't intercepted. They'll try and throw. Here's Nix. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Broncos are on the board first here this afternoon. Lutz with the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. They'll run it. Here's the rookie from Ohio State. He'll get a yard. That's all as they get him down at the 28.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. To throw is Daniels. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Let's go. Hey, check that. Street.
There they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Try to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. Riley Moss takes him down defensively. Now a 2nd and 10.
At the 43-yard line. Let's go now.
Working out of the gun, Daniels. Oh, he finds his running back who snuck right down the middle of the field. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 34. To the air goes Daniels. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. This defense for the Broncos, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. And he's in. Touchdown, Commanders. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Commanders are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. And that moment we just saw, always so special for any rookie, the first touchdown of his career.
And there's nothing like anticipation, is there? You know he's been dreaming about it, thinking about it. It's been a part of every bit of his being. And finally, it gets done. He's got to feel great right now.
Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And we are tied at 7. teams had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. To throw is Nix. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 16 more on that one and another first down.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Throwing Nix. And that's going to be caught by Sutton. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And the Broncos first down.
Ready? 7-7, our score after one.
The score tied 7-7.
Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Nick's going to give this to Bidet. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. To throw, here's Nix. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And no sidestepping that hit. He's going to be brought down hard, and it also sets up 4th down. So they decide not to back him up. They want the down. An interesting call there, as it'll lead to 4th down. They're going. It's Nix. And this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown, Broncos. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Broncos' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook, not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss.
Let's go now. Come 19. Come 19. 79 Bronco. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. Go.
Throwing now is Daniels. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The catch and run good for 24 yards.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage. So timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. Now they trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. Now Daniels. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And a hard tackle there as he'll go down after a gain of about 5. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd down and 5. Daniels looking to throw. And that one going to come up short, low throw. But prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried its dress rehearsal into the game. You know, because you do practice it, you do go through it, and in this case, it is clicking exactly like they drew it up.
Daniels from the gun on 3rd down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. It's going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 26.
Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Ready?
Here's Daniels. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down. ...21 or 22. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Come on. Set. 19 Lion. Check go.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28.
John Franklin Myers, the one in there to drop him.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if I'm going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Unlock line.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Looking to throw. Daniels. And it's intercepted.
Picked up by Riley Moss.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Lutz to try to add the PAT. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And you wonder, I mean, is it even possible, especially for the quarterback, to mentally reset after that quick of a turnaround?
Well, we're certainly going to find out, aren't we? Because that play will stay in your mind, but somehow you have to compartmentalize. Put it aside, pick yourself up, and get moving in the right direction. And that's a lesson learned from the previous drive. Last time he forced one, and it turned into a pick 6. Here, he knows better, and he just throws that one away.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. That's to McCaffrey, complete. They get 6. That'll leave him with 3rd and 4.
And I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area, and after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
From the gun on 3rd down, Daniels.
That is caught. And he's going to have the Commanders' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line.
Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
Let's go.
Back to throw. Daniels.
Out route looking for McLaurin. He's got him.
And he's out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
And a nice job by the two of them to not only connect on the pitch and the catch, but to carry over their practice work to the game field. They saw the adjustment by the defense, made an adjustment themselves, and picked up the 1st down.
Now Daniels going to give it up on the touch pass.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
2nd down and 8.
Looking to throw. Daniels.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
We don't see him miss too often. The ball could have slipped a little bit coming off his hand, and that's all it would take to send it high and out of bounds without a play.
A 25-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
So after the field goal, Ryland back out as he'll send this one away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
2nd and 10. Here's Nix. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, they approach this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Nix. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Nix from the shotgun. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Broncos will extend their lead here just before halftime. Lutz with the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Commanders 10. Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10.
Here we go. 60 Bobcat.
A final shot before break. Daniels. And the Broncos get there and take him down. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Commanders 10.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure. Because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25. So at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
From just shy of midfield, here's second and a yard.
Looking to throw. Daniels. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. It'll be a loss of only a couple on the sack, but now it'll bring up third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Back to throw. Daniels.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Still going inside the 20.
And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
Well, they're certainly in a bad way right now. Not so bad that you can call this one over already, but bad enough that you know you can't toss an interception to open the second half. This just ratchets up the pressure on this team's defense right now.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Throwing to start the drive. Nix. He'll find Sutton on the right side, complete. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Commanders' 8-yard line.
Now it's Nix.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Franklin. Only able to gain a couple there. And now it's 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Nix.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Washington defense.
It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Nix to the air.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal.
Nix to throw again.
Touchdown! Courtland Sutton with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Broncos take advantage of the short field and finish it off with a quick touchdown.
Lutz good on the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25.
Commanders 10. Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. To throw is Daniels. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. John Franklin Myers getting him once again his third sack of the afternoon. That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Daniels going to throw for it. Oh, he'll take a shot from McCaffrey downfield. Oh, and that is incomplete. The Commanders went for it, but they cannot pick up the first.
And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
Second and a couple.
Oh, a design run for their wideout. Past the 20. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A great effort there.
His first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So remember now, this was all set up by the stop defensively on 4th down. That's what got them this great field position. And then 2 plays later, they're already in the end zone.
Yeah, partner, funny how it works like that, huh? That's a momentum swing amusement park style. Your defense comes off the field, bouncing, grooving, they're fired up, and it carries over to the other side of the ball.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride to the offense this go-around.
In the 3rd quarter here in D.C., a 2nd and 10 upcoming.
Operating from the gun, Daniels. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Escaping the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
And he's going to have a gain of 11 to the 11 before he's brought down. 1st and 10. Straight ahead they go with Bidet. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Tyler Beatty, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos get another 3rd-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Lutz with the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
49, Commanders 10. Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a 1st down.
He certainly isn't looking at the scoreboard out there because, to me, all he's concerned about is analyzing the field and making most of the time left in this game. Deficit's still there, but he's starting to hit them with some big plays.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
Working out of the gun, Daniels. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Riley Moss. And the Broncos are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
A pass for Sutton is intercepted. And the Commanders are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play. Back now at Commanders Field. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Being chased out left. Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin.
And he's got this down to the 35.
It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11. To the air goes Daniels.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Back to throw again. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 15-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing the ball downfield.
Well, let me go with the heavy cliche then, partner. Just control what you can control right now, and all they can control here is how their final plays develop. At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
19 Lions. Go.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
Go. Panther 11. Panther 11.
Throwing now is Daniels.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Oh, yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Let's go now. Panther Street. Panther Street. Hut, hut.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over.
Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out.
And the Broncos will take over on downs. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
And
now this is intercepted. My goodness. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
Now Daniels.
Throwing right, and that's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 23 yards, the final tally.
4th quarter, certainly not enough time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal, good execution, be crisp, be sharp, and find a way to put some points on the board to make this thing look just a little bit better.
Here we go, Shaq. Ready.
And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And he'll score. Touchdown, Commanders.
From 13 yards out.
And the Commanders get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point by Ryland, up and good.
As they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Broncos are going to get the football. Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. A great play there. His third touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And the Broncos are on their way to a 2-0 start. So, Charles, they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. Now, last week, they had the close victory. This one more commanding, much more comfortable.
Well, the sense we got from them was that last week they felt like they didn't play their best. They got the win, but they weren't really on top of their game. But they put it all together here in this one, haven't they? What an impressive, impressive performance.
Lutz good on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
How about the job there on the outside? Shed the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Go.
Daniels looking to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. It's a pickup of 6.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up.
And he lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve.
And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. To throw is Nix. Over the middle, complete. It's Franklin. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Just 2 minutes remaining here.
Hey, 18, pioneer. Reload. Check go.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Flush to his right. And this one too low. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this.
That gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit, but as far as the actual need.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. So a nice play defensively by the rookie, coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners, they end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact.
And, oh, my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Still on his feet, and he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Lutz will look to add the extra point. Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their